Hi there everyone, this is Jamie Pate, and today's process video is because I'm a new member on the Paige Evans silhouette team. And so I'm super excited to be part of that team. I'm super excited to be able to work with her cut files and share my take on a lot of the files that she has out there on her silhouette store page. I am going today be going about this with a 12 by 12 classic scrapbook page. I've returned to one of my first loves, which is 12 by 12 scrapbooking, storytelling, and all the embellishment that makes up that wonderful pastime. So I have cut here on this Color Fresh by Heidi Swapp pattern paper, what's called a Wonky Heart background. It's supposed to be 8.5 by 11 size background. I have cut it on a 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper. And as I pull this off, considering this main background piece, I consider it to be the positive cut. So I'm going to pull off the positive cut, and I'm not going to be using this today except as a guide to placing these wonky hearts, and the wonky hearts are going to be the background on my page. So I'm super excited to see how this is going to work out. So you can see all these hearts, there's quite a few of them. And so I will be using this background first as a guide, and I will come back in here with my hot glue gun and add all these hearts in their place. I know, sort of a meticulous approach to creating this background. Paige has shown us she is super meticulous in her gorgeous layouts time and again. I don't tend to be that detailed, but this time I just had this idea in my head and I want to see if it works. Okay, so I've already started the process here. What I'm doing is taking the silhouette spatula. This is one of my favorite tools. I use that in way more places than just on silhouette cuts. I just find it a really handy tool in my toolbox for paper crafting. And I'm picking each of these hearts up off of the mat, and then just a little bit of a hot glue gun. I don't want these to be flat, but I don't need them to be super elevated either. So I'm not being too particular about how much glue goes on or how popped up these are. But what I do want to make sure is I don't get it all over the place. Noticing I'm probably going to have a few cobwebs as I get done with this page. I'll just go back and pull those all up. I really do prefer the glue gun pretty much in a lot of my scrapbooking. There are people out there who don't think that's a holistic way to adhere things to your paper. I am breaking the rules, and I hope you're okay with that. It's the running question in my home. Mom, is the hot glue gun on? And it's practically on 24/7. I am not even kidding. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up and let you watch, or you can fast forward through until I get to this background being completed. But I'm just going to be doing the same thing over and over again, adding these hearts to this background, and wish me luck that this works out the way I hope it does. Okay, all the hearts are in place, and I'm really pleased how this turned out. I think it's really pretty, and the way that pattern paper was with that ombre effect, it's just a really fun background. I'll be trying that again with something, I'm sure. And not only that, so a couple things. So this could have stayed on here and just been some really cool texture with those hearts in place. Obviously, this can still be used as a background. And so don't discard this if you're going to try this technique. This is still very usable. Even if you cut it in half and had it and trimmed out maybe the edges. I don't know. I'm just thinking through how are some of the things we could make use of this digital cut. So what I did next is I cut out a tag. I knew I was going to use this photo, and I cut out a tag also on my Silhouette machine. And then I went in and used this beautiful die cut. I cut it down pretty small because I wanted to fit on that tag. I kept it in white cardstock because I want it to pop up on my page nice, or on the tag nicely. So that was the idea behind that. So we're going to pull this off. Okay, so I have the beautiful outline cut file pulled off of the mat. I'm just going to clean up the cuts from inside. This is a really also super versatile cut. I'm eager to play with this with a couple other ideas that I have as well. So my tag, I cut about 2 1/4 wide, and then I cut the beautiful out. It's about 2 inches wide. I'm going to finish this tag up and staple it in place here. I'm also going to pop this whole thing with this black and white baker's twine. And I think it's going to give it a cool feature to have the black and white over this, what is for the most part a very subtle, very feminine page we have going so far. Because I have this texture on my background, I want to make sure I don't lose that feel, and I'm going to pop up the photo and the tag with pop-up squares, and that will just add to everything that's happening here already. I figure out how that's going to go first. I'm just going to use one for now. I'll go back and reinforce it once I'm sure where this is going to sit. I think I actually want this to be behind here a little bit. I like all the things to touch. Might sound a little weird, but it's one of my layering go-tos. Okay, so then this is from a sticker book that goes with this Color Fresh collection. And what I almost always do with my stickers is I back them with cardstock. I love stickers, but I don't always know where I'm going to put them. And so just as we see here, I'm going to need to move some things around a little bit. Fortunately, all this heart underneath will be hidden, so I can kind of make a little bit of a mistake here. Come back in there here with this. Okay, I think that's going to be better now. Do the same thing with this. I'm going to pop it up and go from there. And also I have a clear, I was trying to decide on this, where this should go. I actually think it's going to go here. It's going to put it over here, but I want to kind of keep my focus going here on the middle. So I think that's going to happen right there. Here's another sticker. This is the best. Some wording going on here, and I'm probably going to pull some more of those. And I'm also going to distress the edges. I'm just grabbing what I got here. I have my Silhouette spatula. I'm just going to go here and rub over the edges just to give it some lift. I'm going to grab another phrase or two. And so this is what I do. I keep my scraps. I just throw my sticker, I attach it to a piece of scrap cardstock, and then I just trim it out. Weird right here. I like this. I'm going to get these in place as well. And then this heart's going to go here, and I'm probably, because I have some gold foil here, there's some gold in my photo, I am going to add some gold hearts from this sticker pack here. Just going to layer in some of these hearts because I like how that's all connecting. I am going to also just add some more pop of that pattern paper. So that's going to go there, and then I might add another one over here. I want to add just enough embellishments that we're telling a beautiful, artful story, and I think we've done that here, but I don't want to add so much that then the very focus of my layout, which is my photo, is hidden. So more is less sometimes. I'm going to add a stamp. And I've got some room right here. Oh, I've got a heart that's loose. Let's go back and fix that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we're going to call this good. There you go. There's this beautiful layout with the wonky heart background using the negative parts. And thank you for joining me and watching this process video. I appreciate your time, and you can follow me over on my blog at jamiepate.com. And I'd love to hear from you also on Instagram. That's also at jamiepate. So I'll see you next time. Bye.